All right, buckle up. Because if you have ever been mad at your ice cream for melting too fast or your favorite Netflix show getting canceled after one season, congratulations. You already have a PhD in the Buddhist concept of impermanence. Impermanence basically means everything is temporary, and that sounds poetic until you realize it also applies to your youth, your bank account balance, and that one time you had abs. Think about it. The universe is basically a massive clearance sale where everything must go, from relationships to hairstyles to the embarrassing memory of you doing the Macarena at your cousin's wedding that, okay, maybe will never go. The Buddhists call it anicca, which sounds like a fancy herbal tea, but actually means do not get too attached, because spoiler alert, it will change. And the thing is, they are not wrong. The moment you get a new phone, it is already on its way to becoming obsolete, and the moment you meet someone new, you are already beginning the countdown to their inevitable weird habits driving you insane. Life is basically a conveyor belt of change, and you are not the operator. You are just the confused customer at the end, wondering why your sandwich now has pickles when you never asked for pickles. Here is the cosmic punchline, though. Impermanence is not meant to depress you. It is meant to free you. Imagine if everything stayed exactly the same forever. You would still be wearing the same jeans you bought in 2004, still listening to the same breakup song on repeat, still stuck in the same awkward small talk at that party where you did not know anyone. Change is the only reason bad haircuts eventually grow out, awkward teenage phases end, and your neighbor finally takes down the Christmas lights in July. But humans? Oh, we hate change almost as much as we hate people who reply to, "How are you?" with, "Let me tell you about my rash." We cling to the illusion of permanence like it is a safety blanket, and then life yanks it away, and we cry like a toddler whose ice cream hit the pavement. And here is where Buddhism throws a curveball that is both savage and comforting. It says, yeah, your job will change, your relationships will change, your body will change, your Netflix password will definitely change, and that is fine. In fact, the sooner you accept it, the less you will suffer. Now, this is not just philosophical mumbo-jumbo. Modern psychology backs it up. Studies show that people who embrace change are happier and more resilient. Meanwhile, the rest of us are out here building emotional sandcastles at low tide, wondering why the ocean is being such a jerk. And it is not just about big life events either. Even your thoughts are impermanent. That crushing embarrassment you felt in high school? Gone. That giddy excitement from a first date? Gone. The desire to eat an entire family-sized pizza? Well, that one tends to come back, but you get the idea. The Buddhists figured out that suffering comes from pretending impermanence does not exist, like those friends who refuse to admit their favorite band's new album is terrible. We suffer when we demand life to stay exactly how we like it. Because, spoiler, life is the kind of roommate who rearranges the furniture every night while you are sleeping. Even nature is in on the joke. Seasons change, rivers shift, mountains erode, and that weird smell in your fridge eventually either goes away or evolves into a sentient life form. Everything is moving, morphing, and disappearing. You are like a Snapchat story with a cosmic timer. But here is the beautiful bit. Once you really get impermanence, you start to appreciate everything more. That cup of coffee in the morning? It is special because it will be gone in 10 minutes. That hug from a friend? Special because you will not be able to freeze frame it forever. Even bad days become a little lighter because you know they too will pass. Unlike that guy at work who insists on telling you about his fantasy football team every Monday. The secret sauce here is that impermanence is not just about losing things. It is also about gaining things. Heartbreak makes way for new love, failure for new opportunities, and the end of one awkward Zoom call means the start of you finally getting to wear pajamas again. Impermanence is like the universe's way of keeping things fresh. Yes, it takes away, but it also gives. Imagine if your favorite food was the only thing you could eat forever. By day 3, you would be screaming into the void, begging for a carrot. So the Buddhists are not telling you to give up and live in a cardboard box because nothing matters. They are saying, stop trying to nail jelly to a wall. Enjoy the jelly while it is wobbly and delicious, and then let it go. You cannot stop change, but you can stop fighting it like it is an unwanted software update. And if you are still not convinced, here is a pro tip. The more you accept impermanence, the less you freak out when life inevitably pulls the rug out from under you. Because when you expect the rug to move, you learn to dance instead of faceplant. That is the beauty of it. One day you are the awkward teenager in braces. The next you are giving life advice to someone else who is currently hating their braces. One day you are crying over a breakup. The next you are laughing about how you once dated someone who thought irregardless was a word. Impermanence is not an enemy. It is the reason your story keeps moving forward. So maybe the real wisdom is to hold everything like it is a soap bubble, enjoy it while it shines, and do not panic when it pops, because another bubble is already forming somewhere else. And if you need a little mantra to keep this in mind, here it is: nothing lasts, and that is okay, because that is what makes it beautiful. Also, moisturize, because even your skin cells are temporary, which, by the way, means you literally become a whole new person every few years. So technically, you are not responsible for that haircut you got in 2009. See? Impermanence already doing you a favor. So the next time something changes, instead of screaming, "Why, universe, why?" maybe try saying, "Thank you, universe, for keeping things interesting. After all, nobody wants to watch a movie where nothing ever happens." Change is the plot twist that keeps your life worth watching. Embrace it, laugh with it, and when it gets weird, remember that this too shall pass, probably right before the next weird thing shows up.